All right, welcome everyone. Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. In with our 15 minutes to mastery that we do each and every day to get your day started off on the right foot with some information, inspiration, and motivation. And guess what? Today is Halloween. Yes, we know today is Halloween, but today is also the 1 year anniversary of 15 Minutes to Mastery. 365 episodes in the books right here for you. And man, couldn't be more proud. Thank you guys for being with us for this year-long segment that we've been doing just to be able to help you guys each and every morning. And today we're doing a little later start time just because, we got something special for you. It's a year that we've been doing this. There's a lot of great things. And, a year straight of manufactured home sales mastery is about consistency, right? And it's funny to think that the theme this week has been consistency. And we're going to get into that a little bit more. But before that, just so you can kind of get a feel for how this all started, man, check this out. We got a little something for you. Hey, and before I share this, if you find some value from this information that we put out for free, share it. Repost this post, whatever you're watching, whether it's on Instagram or LinkedIn, Facebook, share it with folks, man. Let's build the movement. But check this out. All right. Listen, we are starting a new series here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. We want to bring you as much information, as much content, as much value as we possibly can. We're going to come in here live with you for 15 minutes each and every day, Monday through Friday, with some sort of information, right? And right now, the topic is just what our name is. It's mastery, right? Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. We're trying to help you achieve mastery. So there you have it. Little clip there showing, you can see the transition and the change from when we first started to where we're at now, right? Starting in the home office, nothing in the background, got banners after a while. And now we're here in our own little office space and bringing these things to you each and every day. And so we're continuing on with the theme of consistency. Consistency to be able to help you maximize what you do and get accomplished and your success within the manufactured home sales world. And today's topic is about consistency with tracking and reflecting on your progress, because what gets measured gets improved. What gets measured gets improved. So let's talk about this. Okay. When we talk about tracking your progress, we're talking about a habit that high performers really use in manufactured home sales to be able to just outpace everybody else. Because when you're tracking about it, when you're tracking your progress, we're not talking about just hitting quotas. Those are goals. That's just what it is, right? It's about building a little feedback loop that is feeding you information based on actual data, based on actual response, to be able to fine tune your approach from everything that, whether it's marketing or how you're making your phone calls or what your sales process is leading to, and how you do things during the sale and after the sale. Tracking all of these little KPIs or data from it helps you fine tune things. Hey, certain things aren't working with marketing. Let me tweak this. I'm not getting as much response as I was before. Well, what was I advertising before? What did it look like? What were the pictures like? What was the description like? Was I posting price, what price ranges are getting most attention, those kinds of things, right? Same thing with your sales process. If you feel that you're just not being as impactful and not making as much progress in getting customers to make their decision, move forward with you. Well, what's changed? What's different? What are you asking? What are you not asking? What did you mess with that maybe took it off track? Just analyzing all these things are going to help you be able to move forward and see what your strengths are, your weaknesses, and also the patterns that impact the success that you are having or not having. But why is it so important that you track and reflect as a sales consultant? Why? Why are you community managers? Why should you be doing this? Why should you professional housing consultants be doing it? Man, we're not running the store. I'm just selling. I only sell homes. I'm not managing the place. Why should I be looking? Should I be spending the time doing that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Okay. Here's the thing. First and foremost, it's going to get you the information that you need to know on what's working and what's not working, right? When you track your actions daily and when you review results weekly, and then you're analyzing the trends monthly, you can make a huge impact in your career, on your life, on your success, and on your financial well-being just by tracking these things. Your actions daily. What am I doing on a daily basis? What kind of success or results am I having every week? Because every week we get back to zero, right? And as far as the amount of homes sold. So when you analyze your results for the week, traffic, sales, new sales, closings, fundings, things of that nature. And when you analyze the trends on a monthly basis, how many people are coming to see me, how many of those are actually converting into deals, those kinds of things will help you operate at a whole different level. Okay. And when you do this, when it becomes an ongoing process for you, well, it helps you adjust quickly. You're able to adapt quickly when you start noticing things being off. You remain accountable, and you're able to keep that momentum going. That's one of the things I talked to the team in Tyler, Texas about this morning is you've got to keep on that momentum. They cannot let it go back. And that takes analyzing on the daily basis what is and is not happening. So getting back to it, why is it crucial? Because it helps you see what's working, right? It also encourages accountability and discipline. Here's the thing. The best way I can describe this for you is like this, because we've all been there. As salespeople, we've all been there. When you don't have any money in the bank, or you know that you're negative, or you know that you've only got 10, 15 bucks in there, how many times are you looking at your bank account? Zero. You do not look at it. You run from it. It could be 2 weeks that you haven't gotten paid, the month that you haven't made any money, and you're not even looking at your bank account because you don't want to know. And that's that lack of accountability, because if you really stop to think about it and you looked at it, one, it's a reminder of, holy crap, I have no money, and where is it coming from? What am I going to do? What do I need to do to be able to get some in there? But also you're able to see where your money's going. As a matter of fact, I was just working on budgets yesterday for the company and for my personal budget. And where is the money going? What can we cut out? What can we adjust? Where can we spend more money to get us more of what's been making us money? Those kinds of things. So it's that accountability and that discipline that helps you. Same thing with your calls, right? And let's say, what do we look at on a daily basis? Well, how many ads did I post? From those ads, how many leads are coming in, or how many inquiries are coming in? If you're posting those ads on Facebook, how many interactions am I having on a daily basis? Out of those, how many am I actually getting phone numbers from to be able to call? From the ones that I call, how many appointments am I setting? How many calls do I need to make to talk to X amount of people to set so many appointments? That way you see the patterns, and now you know what you just have to do each and every day, and it becomes what you do. But when you don't know and you're shooting from the hip and you're not looking at these things, that's where this career, this job gets to be boring, because you're kind of just winging it. Whereas if you knew for a fact, man, if I make 50 calls, because it takes me 50 calls to talk to 15 people, and out of those 15 people I can set to appointments, now you know you're just going for the 50 calls. And that's it. It's just what you do. But when you don't track that thing, you don't know it. All right. It also helps you identify the areas of improvement that need improvement. You start noticing that your ads are not leading to as many inquiries. Well, why not? What needs to be addressed? What needs to be changed in your feature benefit? And you're not getting the buyers to make the decision, move forward. Well, why not? How am I asking them to buy? Am I asking them to buy? When they tell me no, what am I doing? Am I overcoming objections? Or am I just letting them walk? And now you know what you need to work on. Why am I not confident enough to overcome these objections? Why am I not willing to ask for the business? Why am I letting them walk? Now you dig in deep. What in here is keeping me from just doing what I should be doing? And you work on that. But it also helps you be more adaptable. It also helps you provide more agility. You're more flexible. You're able to get more things done by tracking these things, right? And now you're able to be that type of person who is constantly improving because you're adapting to the situations at hand. And lastly, okay, what winds up happening from that is you start to develop a growth mindset. The more you look at what you are or are not accomplishing, the more that you look at what is and isn't working, the more you start to work with those things to improve them. Guess what? You're stimulating your mind. And now as you start to research these things and start improving, start getting better, you start producing better outcomes. You start producing better results. You become a person who is continuously growing. Imagine this. Okay, you guys, if you watched it, and if you didn't, go back to the beginning of the episode and watch that clip. Look at the progression in just the location of where we're shooting. From my house having a poster in the background to then we transition to a banner to where now we're in an office with one of these backdrops here. If you keep producing the same stuff and it doesn't change, you don't innovate, you're not trying to make it look better, be more eye-catching and whatnot, that's just a lack of discipline. It's a lack of caring. It's you just getting by, right? I challenge everybody within the team. Jackson's sitting right over here, Chris. I'm constantly like, hey, how can we make this better? How can we make our graphics better? What can we do to improve these things? Because if it just stays the same, well, I don't even get inspired by that. But the more I change, the more I challenge myself to change these things, improve them, to make them look better, the more excited I stay. So if you find yourself in a rut and you find yourself feeling like, well, I don't know what to do, it's because you're not challenging yourself to improve. If you did that, you'd be in a much better place. So it's, again, going back to tracking and reflecting on your performance. What is working? What's not working? What can be improved? What needs to stay the same? What do we need to double down on? And what do we need to eliminate, right? So with all that being said, the top 5 ways that you can do that is right here. Because before we get into that, I just, as we always do, want to make sure you understand. There's a way things used to be done, and there's a way things should be done, especially for you housing consultants out there, for you community managers, okay? And if your management in your place is not pushing you to continue to grow, to improve, you need to take it upon yourself to do it. You need to invest in yourself and get it done. Challenge yourself, okay? So before in this industry, okay, here's the situation. We used to look at this as just kind of relying on our instincts, just kind of, this is kind of what I need to do to be able to get some customers in the door, or when they walk in the door, this is kind of, I think, what I'm going to do this time. So you're assuming that your past experience is going to allow you to guide you to future success. You think that it's going to just improve from there, but I'm here to tell you that's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why high performers kick your butt. because those high performers, they challenge that way of thinking, and that approach. High performers, they prioritize data. They prioritize the information. They hold themselves accountable, and they realize, hey man, not everything I do is going to work. Not everything I do is going to be on point, and they're okay with that. They want to see it so that they can move forward and adjust and make the decisions that need to be made in order to improve their methods of operating. Their SOPs, right? They track and they analyze their performance so that they can make informed decisions. They look at their bank account to realize, something needs to get fixed. They don't ignore the data, they run to the data. I learned that from my ex-boss when every time we were running over reports and all these things, I'd be like, man, that's a whole lot of information. And that's one of the things he told me. He's like, I don't make decisions based on emotions. I make decisions based on the data. The data tells me everything. And I started to realize that in those last few years in working with him. So I'm very appreciative for that, because the data is everything. So how can you do it as a housing consultant? What can you do in order to be able to track your performance, in order for you to be able to operate at a higher level? So here we go. First and foremost, you got to set up a weekly reflection process. If you notice, 15 Minutes to Mastery every Sunday, we have our episode is entitled The Sunday Recharge. And that's where I tell you it's the day that you should be taking to look at what worked and what didn't work, so that you can make the adjustments for the following week in order to stay on track or get back on track or exceed your goals. But you have to set this process up. It should be done weekly to look at what you just went through. And I say on Sundays just because most of you work through Saturday. So you got to look at your performance from Monday through Saturday. Look at your marketing, look at your traffic, look at all those things. And based on what you did or didn't get accomplished, why? And what needs to be improved, and what do we need to keep doing, right? That's the first thing. But you also look at your numbers daily. How many calls did I make today? How many people did come in? How many appointments did I set? Those are your daily things. You got to use a dashboard of some sort to track your metrics. If you don't have a CRM, that's okay. You can use spreadsheet. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me get in here, man. I wish I would have thought about this prior. I'm going to show you guys something that I used to use back when I was selling to be able to track, because we didn't have a CRM back in the day. And I had it more extensive than this, but this right here, what I'm about to show you, is how I used to track my pipeline. Okay. And that way I could anticipate what my pay was going to be for the month. And what I did, ladies and gentlemen, let me get to it real quick. Give me a sec. This allowed me to see what I could make. Okay. And let me go in here and share this screen with you really, really quick. Let's see here. Remove that. And then, so check this out. I had this on a spreadsheet. Okay. And what it did, it had the months of the year, the deals that I took, had customers' names, what the gross profit was on it. And I'm trying to remember here. Yeah. So gross profit, tax, the commission that would have come from it, and then what I would receive and pay after taxes, approximately, right? So this showed me the potential for that month in commissions. And then I would transition that to once I knew for a fact that those deals were moving forward, then I moved it to a different sheet where it was just those deals. So this helped me track everything so that I can see, because now it made it more real for me. What are you doing? Oh, you're not even seeing it here. I apologize for that. But anyways, that is the deal that I used there. It had the customer's name, the gross profit, what the commission would have been, and then what my pay would be after taxes, so that I could anticipate the money that I had coming in. So it's all about tracking your metrics. from your pay to the actual calls, to the appointments, to the sales, to everything needs to be tracked, needs to be looked at. Incorporate daily wins and learning. Like I said, daily, you want to be looking at how many calls did I make? How many appointments did I set? How many leads did I get? All of these things, and then learn from that. If you accomplish what you needed to accomplish, great. Why? How? What were those leads like? What did those people, what ads did they respond to? Those kinds of things. If it wasn't a day that I felt was a good day, then what did I need, or what did I need to change? And with that in mind, let me show you this other thing. Now that I think about it, let me take that off. Give me a sec and check this out. So now, as a business owner, obviously I'm not selling homes, but I'm still doing business, right? And I'm still trying to get things done. So I go in every day, and yes, I've got my agenda for the day, but that's not what I wanted to show you. What I want to show you is this right over here. Let me get into this. And what I do, pop it up on the screen for you. So I've got my daily agendas that I'm all tracking, and based on what I accomplished at that time, I either won or I lost. There's, you got the losses in here as well. Because I didn't get accomplished what I needed to get accomplished. You've got to be real with yourself and make sure that you're not running from the truth. You're not running from the data, because the data is what helps you move forward. So incorporate your daily wins and learn from that. Set up a monthly strategy adjustment. Every month you should look at what you accomplished. How did that month turn out? And if it wasn't what I needed, then what adjustments am I going to make in order to make up for that the following month or over the next 2 months, however you work out that plan. And then lastly, review your customer feedback and data. What are the customers? How are they responding to your ads? How are they responding to your calls? How are they responding to your sales process? How are they responding when you got them out in the homes? What are they saying about you? All of those things matter. And then take that information along with the data and make the adjustments that need to be made, good and bad. All right. And if you can do that, if you can be consistent with this, you will start to see that things just flow better for you. You will start to see that you're getting a lot more accomplished. You start to see that you're being a lot more successful because you are actually running a business. Even as a housing consultant, even as a community manager, you're running a business. You're not working a job. Ladies and gentlemen, that makes a huge difference for you and for the people around you. So I hope you take this today. Have a great day. Have a great Halloween celebration, whatever you guys are doing. If you're doing anything, if not, man, just get after it, get it done. But be consistent. Be consistent, because in consistency, that's where success lies. In that consistency, and but it takes discipline to be consistent. So you got to build the discipline to be consistent to reach the success. And if there's a way that we can help you here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, please reach out to us and let us know. And with that being said, this is some of the stuff that we're going to dive really deep into in our 2025 Path to Mastery. We're going to dive deep into this topic: consistency in your time management, in your leadership, in your professional development, at our 2025 Path to Mastery. It's happening November 18th and 19th. I know you guys have seen it everywhere. We've got it out there. All we're asking you is for you to be a part of it. We just want for you to partner up with us and be a part of this, because you're going to get so much out of it. You're going to get so much growth as it applies to manufactured home sales. And you're going to be a part of something special along the way. Because from your registration fee, 75% of it is going to the American Red Cross. It's going to our Manufactured to Win Hurricane Relief Fund for the people affected by Hurricanes Helene and Milton. 75% goes to that. The other 25% we're using to sponsor our industry brothers and sisters in those areas so that they can be a part of the event November 18th and 19th for free. Okay. Now, some of the great things that are coming from it. All right. Some of the great things that are coming from this program, and this is not an updated flyer. I should put the other one that's got all our speakers on it, but check this out. You're going to get 6 hours of just nonstop growth, information, inspiration, motivation. But also, we're going to have workshops on time management. We're going to have workshops on leadership skills and on professional development. And we're going to build out your 2025 goals and an action plan for you to hit it. We've got David Finney with Build Media coming in and speaking to you. We got Doug Tolene with Champion Homes coming in and speaking to you. We've got Thomas Dunn, the president of Manufactured Home Industry of Arizona, coming to speak to you. We got Sergio Rios with Gold Financial Home Loans coming and speaking to you. We got Edward Leos, John Maxwell, leadership coach, coming in to speak to you. And on top of that, we're doing all of those other things. We're contributing all your money, your registration fee, to help those folks in need and getting our industry brothers into the program as well, so that they can be a part of it for free, the ones that are in those areas. But on top of that, the special part of it is this. We, as you may know, or maybe you don't know, Manufactured Home Sales Mastery is here to revolutionize the industry. And we are bringing things like this Path to Mastery to the industry that have not been done before or not being done, because we want to help take the industry to a whole new level. Right now, guys, we're a year and a half into the business, into the company. And so we're all about sales training and consulting. That's our foundation. That's where we're starting, because that's what we really, really are damn good at, right? But eventually this is going to grow out to be an industry-wide type of organization that is involved in all aspects of it. And part of it's going to be growth, personal growth, professional growth, industry information as well, and more. Okay. And so with that being said, another thing that we're bringing to the industry, here's that new flyer, okay, is another thing that we're bringing to the industry is this. We are setting up a mastermind group. All the attendees of the program will be part of a mastermind group that is going to meet monthly. We'll be meeting online, obviously. We'll be meeting monthly to review what's working, what's not working. We're going to do part of what we talked about today in the 15 Minutes Mastery. We're going to make sure that you're online with your goals, and if not, what needs to be done in order to be able to move that forward. We're going to be bringing in people just like who we have coming in to the program itself, to the Path to Mastery, and more throughout the year, that are going to come in and speak to you, share with you, help pour. They're going to pour into you to help you grow professionally. This mastermind group is going to meet monthly for all of 2025, and that is included with your registration. You're not going to be charged extra. We're not going to hit you up for any extra money. You're getting all of that simply for helping folks that have been affected by the hurricanes Helene and Milton. And what else are you waiting for? Have a little bit of faith, have a little bit of trust. You're investing $225 to help other people, and at the same time, you're helping yourself. You get the program. You get the recording of the program. You get 5-6 different speakers coming in to speak to you. You get actual hands-on workshops that we're going to be doing on time management, leadership, professional development as it applies to manufactured home sales for all you housing consultants, community managers, general managers, salesmen, anybody involved in it. And we're doing your goal setting for 2025 with an action plan. And you're going to be a part of a mastermind for a year long, included in that, so that you can continue to grow. Because that's what we're here for at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, to be able to help take your life, your business, and your career to a whole new level. Yes, this is not heard of in the industry. You hear about masterminds everywhere else. They got them for everything else, but for some reason, here with us, we don't have it. And when Caesar and Manufactured Home Sales Mastery brings it to you, you're kind of like, this guy's crazy. He wants to do what? What? Why not? Why are we holding ourselves back? Why are we not growing as an industry? Why are we not breaking out of the mold and accepting the fact that we all have a bigger responsibility to a whole lot more people out there than just your quote unquote trailer people? Man, the whole nation needs us, but we need to rise up to that level. And we here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery take on that responsibility. We put it on our shoulders, baby. We're ready to go. We're bringing it to you, and we're going to do it together. So go sign up right now. Go on our website, Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, and share this with everybody. Let's all get in there, man. There's a limited space. Please go get this done. It's November 18th and 19th. And if you can't be there for the whole thing, it's going to be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. both days, Central Standard Time. If you can't be there for the whole thing, you're going to miss pieces of it for whatever reason. That's okay. You're going to get access to the recording as well, but you're going to get the speakers. I'm going to run through it again. David Finney, Built Media. Doug Tolene, Champion Homes. Thomas Dunn, Manufactured Housing Industry of Arizona. Sergio Rios, Gold Financial Home Loans. Ed Roleos, John Maxwell, Leadership Coach, myself, all coming in, pouring into you. We're going to work on time management skills, leadership skills, professional development. We're going to put your 2025 goals together, an action plan. You're going to get your 75%, 168. We're going to round it up, $170 of your entry fee goes directly to the Manufactured to Win fundraiser in conjunction with the American Red Cross for the hurricane victims of Hurricane Helene and Milton. And then the other 25% we're using to bring as many of the housing consultants, community managers, sales managers, general managers, everybody that's in those affected areas so that they can be in the program for free, because they've already incurred a whole lot of emotional and financial expenses. So we want to use this to lift them up. And you're going to be a part of a mastermind for a whole year long. Come on. What more? What more? Do it. Go get signed up right now. Let's show the whole country. Let's show the people out there what the manufactured home industry is all about. By growing together, working together, and going out and revolutionizing the whole housing industry, because the country needs us. You guys have a great Thursday. Be safe out there. And we'll be back in tomorrow with another 15 minutes of mastery as we start year number 2. All right. So you guys have a great day. We'll be talking soon. And as always, I can't wait to meet you. Go get signed up right now. 2025 Path to Mastery.